All right, guys, back with another market update for you. Got a big one today, October 6th, 2020. Let's get right into it. All right, folks, it is official. We have a bloodbath on our hands. That's right, eat my shorts, bulls. S&P 500 down about 7 handles in the last hour and a half of trading, closing at just below 335 level, just near the gap fill from Friday at 334.83, closed just below 335. Huge dump on the spiders, huge dump across the board. Russell down, gold down, everything, you name it, on the back of none other than Donald Trump himself saying that he was going to postpone stimulus talks until after the election. Now, if you go back and watch my last video, all my videos from last week really, I talked about how there's not going to be any stimulus until after the election. Granted, my reasoning was slightly different. I did believe that because the Democrats had reason to delay the stimulus, because it's in their interest if the economy's in the dumps and they can blame it on Trump and say, hey, elect our guy Biden, let's get Biden in there and he'll fix everything. Uh, but regardless, it's not happening. We're not getting any stimulus. The onus is now going back to the Fed, and the shorts are the happy today. The DXD's doing well. The SDS I picked up last week doing well also. Nice reversal on oil today too. If you look over at the grid here, yeah, oil came back in nicely, along with everything else. Let's take a look here. There's a lot of stocks here today that filled a lot of gaps. This one I talked about last week, Hyatt. I had this bear flag here, came up, filled the gap here, and look at the bounce off of gap fill. Check that out right there. Same thing. Another one I talked about last week, Marriott. Like these hotel plays, these rotation plays, they all got crushed today. Another gap fill. Same thing on Win. Bear flag, gap fill. Look at these moves here. Now, this morning I did talk about, so you notice the GLD up here, gold. I talked about it on Twitter. I said, look, GLD today is the canary in the coal mine. It's telling you that this equity rally is fake. Why? Because GLD has been leading the market since June. And if we were really going to get stimulus, if we were really going to get some money printing, don't you think gold would be up? Don't you think silver would be up? Yeah, the IWM was up, but that was a sucker's rally. IWM got crushed in the last hour of trading. All right, it was a total sucker's rally. I talked about this last week. We look at the SPY here. Look at the volume. Where's the volume yesterday? 45 million shares? There's no volume here. I talked about it last week. I talked about it yesterday. Institutions are not buying 45 million shares. Hedge funds, iBankers, high net worth individuals, this type of volume, that is retail and that is computers. That's algos. Today, look what happened. We got all the way up here, got all the retailers on board, and then boom, huge engulfing reversal on the daily. Closed below this trend line, closed back below the 50 MA. Huge reversal. Also, I want you to take a look at this too. I'll clean this chart up. What do you think this is? Just got to the 0.618, just kissed it. So nice 0.618 retrace of the August, or I should say September highs on the SPY daily. Great level there. And, nicely in the money now again on SDS and DXD. The one thing I is a little bit regrettable. I still wish that the QQQs would have gotten up to this gap fill last week so I could have picked up some QID. Regardless, it's all coming back in nicely. Big reversal on the Qs as well. I want to take a look at oil also. You guys know I'm short the USO via puts. And I did pick up some more today this morning on the bounce. I debated taking some off the table last Friday because I was in the money nicely, but I picked up this position. I've got puts out to January. I've got time. I'm fully confident that this thing is going to come lower. We're going to have to come down to 35 and then into 33, and I think this thing's going to want to come down to 25 at some point. I picked this up and I picked the puts out to January because I know that oil is going to come back in over the next couple of months. I'm not worried about being slightly out of the money on this at all. So this is one I'm just going to have to be patient with. But oil did come back in nicely today, uh, and there should be some more downside moving forward. Really quick, we'll touch on the pot stocks. Tilray actually held up pretty nicely. You can see an ugly candle here on the daily chart, but honestly, it held up pretty well, considering how brutally beat down the market was. It held the 490 area, and it's not in bad shape right now. There's still buyers coming in buying the dip. And Aurora, same thing, got crushed, but hey, take a look at this. This gap fill right here is that you can barely see it, and look how tight this is. You got $4.36. The gap fill goes all the way back to 2016. Uh, it's way back. So back before this stock was even anything, they used to trade about 20,000 shares a day. And look at this gap fill. This is the original breakout right here. I've been watching this level for at least the last week or so. This would be a great area to add to my position. If you're looking to get into it, I would definitely consider picking up here. And I think we probably do get to that level over the next couple of days. If the market continues to flush out, which it should, then Aurora should have no problem getting down here. But I am seeing a lot of accumulation in these names. Look at the volume here. I mean, just look at the uptick in volume. And you see how it's stabilizing a little bit. These pot stocks they're gonna go, and especially if Trump loses some support. He basically just caused the market to tank by himself with one tweet. So if that makes the market look at it like, oh, hey, maybe Biden's gaining some traction. I don't know how the debates are going to go. Pence is going to debate Harris, so that should be a complete mess. But we'll see how that works out. But these stocks are stabilizing, and I do like that. All right. So that's all I got for today. You guys have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week trading. All right, take care.